Okay, bakers, so I got some questions on my last video about my tiered system, tier 1, 2, and 3. So I thought I'd do a quick recap going into all the May holidays. Okay, so a tier 1 product is something with the shortest shelf life. It is something that has to be done right before it goes out the door. Examples of tier 1 products are going to be like chocolate dipped strawberries. Of course, those are not going to stay fresh. Cupcakes and mini cupcakes, those will go stale. Like if you're going to do the cupcake bento boxes, the cake portion that's fully iced and enrobed, that's a tier 2 product, but the cupcakes in the bento box, that's a tier 1 portion of the product. That leads me to tier 2 products. They're right in the middle. They are things that need to be created 3 to 4 up to maybe 7 to 10 days in advance. Examples of tier 2 products are going to be things like cake balls and cake sickles, things that are fully enrobed in chocolate, maybe pedophores, the heartbreakers or egg breakers, the chocolate breakers, cocoa bombs, the glam sheet cakes or cake slabs, cakes in general. Those typically are tier 2 products. Tier 3 products are things that you can do further out in advance. So 10 days, 2 weeks, or more. These are things that can be frozen and still maintain their integrity of freshness and still look good. So these are going to be things like decorated royal iced sugar cookies, macarons, they freeze really well. The cake tasting kits, so like if you're layering cake with icing or filling and you wrap them in saran wrap or heat seal them, you can freeze those. The whole point of this is to minimize what has to be done during the week of the holiday so that we can maximize our profits and what's going out the door during the holiday week. The second caveat of the tiered system is that you know your recipes better than I do. So if I mentioned a product, but you know it's not going to be fresh, given the tier that I put it in your own tier. So if you know it has to be a tier 1 based on the filling or something that you're using in the recipe, then put it in whatever tier works for your recipe. It has to maintain the integrity of the recipe and taste good for the consumer. Having said all that, the whole point of the tiered system is that we're going to choose products from tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 when we're selecting products to offer for any given holiday. We get to choose what we want to offer for, say, Mother's Day. So we're going to start now creating those tier 3 products, and then we're going to start 10 days out working on those tier 2 products, and then that frees up our entire week to work on those tier 1 products and package all of the tier 2s and 3s. Okay, so as we approach choosing products for Mother's Day or whatever holiday you're working on next, pick a couple from tier 1, a couple from tier 2, and a couple from tier 3 so that we are not going crazy Mother's Day week. We got this. And if you have any questions, let me know.